All right, well, here we go with the second half of August 2025. Second half of August. August, there's a lot going on. There's more going on this month than normal. A lot of it is a lot more behind the scenes than I might have thought, a lot more under the surface. It's about to come to the surface in the second half. It's probably a lot of what I was picking up on for sure, right? Thinking about August 2025. Look, I'm just going to give it to you. I got this pre-shuffle here. I shuffled. I said, what do you want to tell my people about the second half of August 2025? Okay, in a amount of time, Lord, this might run into September, probably between now and the equinox. Can I just put it that way? It's probably about the best I or anyone can do as far as asking and calling in energy. But this is just the surface energy. Ace of Cups crossed by judgment, God's source, the universe itself, and justice, and a Queen of Pentacles bookending. Well, not technically. The card that's bookending it is next. We'll get there. But it does technically in this little set bookend the Ace of Cups. This is someone who's primed for success. This is someone who is about to become very successful either with opportunities. Could be Pentacle, could be Cups, could be both. It's probably both with justice here. Okay? So things are about to start going your way. Is that permanent? Is it like the rest of your life, the next 70 years or some shit? No. Yeah. But it is for at least, I would say if it kicked in right now, I would say at least until the 11/11 portal, the beginning of November when the energy resets, the energetic new year, if you will. Things are about to go your way, right? And I'm going to show you the last card. I say that, right? And I'm going to show you the last card that's underneath this Queen of Pentacles, right? It's the Nine of Pentacles. That's very nice, but there's a Seven of Swords there, all right? I felt that. I knew there was something there, right? I forgot about the Nine of Pentacles. I know that's there. That's, again, things about to go your way. It's a card of independence. It's very good. This Seven of Swords is tied to this Page of Pentacles. Your ultimate success comes from a past failure, okay? Can I say that? You might be inclined to doubt some of this. Yeah, I could say that. That's just a generic read. But your ultimate success, if you want to make the most of all this success I'm holding in my hand here, it comes from a past failure. My issue is, now that's my message for you, my issue is the incoming energy is also primed for success. I think somebody here is about to free themselves up from a situation that's kept them safe for a long time. Now, that could be a relationship, it could be a job or something like that. Someone attached to you wants to change their life. I think they're probably inspired by you. I just don't think I definitely think they're inspired by you, because that's my little Page of Pentacles, and that's you, and that's my Page of Pentacles. So on the incoming energy side of it, I think they're inspired by you, but we've got to take into consideration that that's them, right? And it's tied to this Seven Swords. So it's sort of like, I don't know, it's like what stupid people do sometimes if they, like back in the old days, back in like the 70s, you had a bunch of stupid morons who saw Evel Knievel jumping things, right? He would jump things on his motorcycle, and they'd get inspired by it, and out in their backyard they'd build some redneck fucking ditch that they were going to jump over, and they ended up killing themselves. A lot of people did, trying to imitate their hero, right? It's a bit of that. I mean, I'm exaggerating to be entertaining here, but it's a bit of that. Somebody here definitely inspired by you wants to change their life. I just don't think they have the emotional EQ or even maybe IQ intelligence that you do to pull it off, all right? So it's a little risky. It's a little like those people trying to imitate Evel Knievel. I remember hearing those stories all the time. I was a little kid. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's see where we're at. Second half of August 2025. What do we get? First card out's Before the Cuts. Why the fuck are we here? Let's find out why we're here about this incoming energy. Remember what I said about you. The success is coming. The successful phase, things going your way, is coming whether you give a shit or not, whether you want it or not, it's there. But you can make the most of it by applying a lesson from the past. Okay? Just if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. It's not like some kind of test or something. You get the win no matter what, but you could make the win better, right? All right. Let's see where we go. I don't know what it is. Could be you meet a new love. Could be you get a new job. Could be, I don't know, you make a new friend. That's good. That's a big deal to the energy around us, the fickle old gal universe. Making a new friend is a huge deal. Friends balance energy, typically. You balance each other, and then there's a balance within your connection. Whether you're a soul connection or not, doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Now, it doesn't like it when you fight and break up, so, try not to hang out with Janelle too much. All right, our little Janelle character here at Steve's Love Tarot, always fucking things up. Why the fuck are we here? Okay, why? Card before the cut. The Five of Cups. Yeah, somebody's not happy with their life. That's why we're here. Somebody attached to you is not, this isn't about you. This is about them. Somebody's not happy about their life. They're a sad horse. This horse wants to change its corral. Wants to change where it hangs out. It's going to change barns. I just don't think it realizes what that means. All right? I don't know. I don't know anything about horses, but I know they live somewhere near barns or corrals. I've been told by people that do know horses that you can make them sad. I mean, of course horses have feelings. I think it's a Steve's Love Tarot t-shirt. Horses have feelings. I think we have that. Anyway, just kidding. Ace of Swords is after that. Yeah. Somebody's realizing a truth about the barn or corral they're in. Right? Somebody wants to change their life. I get it. It's a reconciliation energy. It's a renewal. Somebody, I think they think they're acting valiantly. I don't know if they're coming toward you. I feel like they're more inspired by you than anything else. But that would imply that they might come towards you. Let's find out. Let's pull a reading. All right, let's go. Let's give the deck a shuffle. Interesting. Well, the Five of Cups is a good sign. I've been saying since I got here. The Five of Cups and the Three of Swords are two cards in the Minor Arcana that end the separation phase of the soulmate cycle. They typically do. They're cards you want to see. Actually, if it were me getting a reading, I'd rather see a Five of Cups tied to somebody attached to me than an Eight of Wands. Because the Eight of Wands you can chicken out of. It's real hard to chicken out of Five Cups. When you take a look around, an honest look around with the Ace of Swords, an honest look around at the barn you've been living in and go, this is shit, right? Where you thought it was great. It's a little hard to chicken out on that. In fact, it can make you very brave. All right? There's nothing braver. Or, technically you could say more dangerous, but we'll keep it on the positive side. There's nothing braver than somebody with nothing to lose. Okay? I mean, that's that makes you bold, I'll tell you. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. A lot of people say that nothing to lose, nothing to whatever. A lot of times as well, I add the phrase to that. There's nothing bolder, right, than a person with nobody to disappoint. This person, there's a loneliness attached to that Five of Cups. If you got, it's one thing about I've got nothing to lose, I have no money, blah, 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 blah. I'm just gonna, if I fail, I fail, right? But also we tend to limit ourselves because we don't want to disappoint mom and dad, or we don't want to disappoint our friends or somebody attached, or whatever. If you've got nobody to disappoint and nothing to lose, you're like a fucking superhero or a supervillain, depending on how you use it. You got to be careful with that energy. Anyway, this person's been in that boat right now. All right, that was a pretty powerful Five of Cups, especially when it's tied to an Ace of Swords. Okay. The energy reading comes while I'm shuffling. Do what you want to do. A lot of people fast forward through it. They just want to see the cards. The cards in a Steve's Love Tarot reading are almost meaningless. It doesn't even fucking matter. But anyway, overall energy of our reading is the Star. Take it. Take what I'm saying. Think laterally with it. Expand on it. Think about this person, right? If you're tied, if this person can't be with you, because they're tied to a family or something like that, or they have a job or obligations, they don't care about that anymore. That's what I just said. They don't feel like they have anybody that they care about disappointing, and they don't feel like they have anything to lose in this energy. I think they're wrong, but their perception is all that matters. This energy makes you bold anyway because things start going your way. That gives you confidence. Anyway, the Star. Look at what I'm talking about here. The Star, all of a sudden you make a wish, it shows up. Make sure you guys make the right wish, okay? I think this person attached to you making the wrong wish. I just do. I think it's a selfish wish on some level. I don't know. The Star, the Nine of Swords. See, somebody attached to you is making anxious wishes. Wishes from a point of this. Be careful about that. Right? What did I say? It can turn bad. Somebody with nothing to lose and nobody to disappoint, that could be very empowering. You can go after things that you want. I'm going to go for that job anyway. What do I care? Nobody's going to know if I fail. And I got nothing to lose. Right? Or you could be anxious about it and start taking desperate measures because you got nothing to lose and nobody to disappoint. I don't know. Like I said, somebody attached to you is making anxious wishes. All right, let's go. That's fine. Right here is the energy around your connection with the anxious wisher. Right here is the 3D energies around this person. Right here's their soul. It bookends your soul connection. Right here is the message from the universe, red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything. Throw some universe cards at the end. You bet your sweet asses. We're going to extend this one. All right. All right. Let me fix my computer real quick. I got to make a minor adjustment. I'll be back in 1 second. Okie dokie, we're back. All right, let's go. We ready? Anxious wishes. Jeez. All right, energy around your connection. Here we go. Temperance. See, it makes sense. It's their focus. When I get temperance around your connection, it depends. If this was a devil, I'd be saying something different, but it's not. It's divine timing, angel energy. It's beautiful. It's their focus. Somebody's intently focused on your connection. Okay? Sort of like we have the great blue heron here. They'll sit on, if a fish swims under a rock, they'll sit on top of that rock for hours and wait for just the right moment to get the fish. They're intently focused on that fish. You can walk by them, they won't notice you, they don't give a shit, right? If you try to go up and touch them, obviously they give a shit, but you catch my drift, right? Okay. That's all you got to do, catch my drift. 3D energies around this person. 4 of Swords. It's quiet. See, I went quiet. It's quiet. Somebody's having. Look at the little lamb with the third eye. Somebody's having realization. Somebody's probably waking up in a cold sweat. A lot of times the realizations that come in because the brain is shut down and the intuition is on high. The soul energy is on high here. Somebody's giving their ego a rest. Their ego is on vacation. The ego has left the building. All right? And somebody's having some pretty strong realizations. They're bringing a great deal of healing. Both of these are healing, but they're healing through some truths that are coming through for this person. But I bet somebody waking up in a cold sweat here. That would not surprise me. Okay, their soul is here. It bookends temperance, your soul connection. The High Priestess. What did I say? Rewind. Somebody's intently focused on this. Look at this whole top row. It's all healing. Things are coming up from the... Look, the energy flows. Primary flow is 5D to 3D. All this stuff comes up from the depths. All the truths they carpet swept are coming out. I've got the ego shut down. The soul can hear it. It processes it. And it focuses everything on your connection. All right. Your connection is probably... It's their inspiration. I was going to say it's their everything, but it's their inspiration. No doubt. No doubt. There's going to be one for the clarifiers, let me tell you. Message from the universe. Sometimes separate from the reading, sometimes read with temperance. I don't know. The fickle old gal universe been a little extra fickle this week. 9 cups. Well, there's 2 energies here. Take it as it resonates. You may not like what I'm going to say in relation to you. I think you're focused on something else that you want. I don't think you're focused on this person. You might be like, well, Steve, fuck you. Okay. I'm going to chuck my phone against the wall. That's fine. I'm focused on this person, Steve. I'm here at this reading. I'm focused. I want. I got you. But your soul is somewhere else. It's desiring something else besides this person. I'm not saying you don't want this person, but that could be part of the 7 of Swords that I had earlier. Again, the energy's deceptive a little bit. That's just one side of it. The other side of it is they want you. They're focused on you. You're somewhere else. You're off. Something else a shiny object has caught your attention. Okay? And it's not this. You're thrilled about this. You might be thrilled about this reading. Oh, good. They're focused on me. Right on. It's sort of a spying energy in its own way. And I always tell you, if someone wants to spy on you, give them a show. Give them something to talk about. Okay? And this is nice. This is good. I'm glad your attention is somewhere else. We'll get there. We'll clarify. I'll help you out. It's no big deal. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you don't want this person. That's fine. It just means a shiny object has caught your attention. As I said, sometimes it's separate from the reading. It's both. It's this and separate. All right, potential final outcome for you. All right, red with 4 swords, which has primarily a healing energy and some realizations attached to it. The 2 of Pentacles. You got a choice coming up. Well, you got a real Sophie's choice here. A little bit. A little bit. You got to decide, you want the shiny object or do you want this? Or it could be just a choice of do you want this or not. You got a big choice coming up. Both transform things for you. In other words, if you say yes, then something happens here with this individual. If you say no, it still changes things because you may change your whole routine. You may stop watching tarot readings. Your whole day may change. Your whole life might change. I don't know. You got a big, it's a big butterfly, isn't it? Big butterfly of transformation. You got a big choice coming up. The proper choice, I will tell you, if we look at the colors here, right? The proper choice is made with the heart chakra. Make sure your heart wants it. That's all. That's how you make the proper choice. You make it with your heart, and you trust your intuition, and you don't make it with your ego. All right? That's all I'm going to say. That's all. All right. I got to remember to shut my damn phone off when I do these readings, I tell you. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. I'm just going to do a fresh shuffle on it. Here we go. Come on. Okay. It's crossed by the Page of Cups. Someone wants something new. It's the environmental energy. What's on top? The Lovers. Someone wants you. Why is the Lovers here? Whoa, 2 cards. 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody's not afraid anymore. 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. Somebody's not afraid anymore. The timing is right. It's divine timing. Somebody, it's everything we've been talking about, right? Straight up. Why is the 4 of Swords here? Tell me about the 4 of Swords. Why is this here? Don't worry, I shut the phone off. There will be no more fade in, fade out interruptions. I could just leave my phone call in the reading, I suppose. But anyway. All right, here we go. 4 of Swords. Why is it here? It's crossed by the Knight of Swords. It's an energy of nothing's happening right now, but the environmental energy is urging them to take action on what they're feeling here, on what is coming out from under the carpet. I get that, but I want more. What's on top here? The 4 of Cups. It's almost like a movie. This is better than the 10 of Cups here for dreams. This is like a powerful, dreamy 10 of Cups that's coming out here. So it's like, I said there's probably didn't I say, rewind, I think I said they wake it up in a cold sweat when I threw that, right? Like they're having some kind of dreams. I get that. I get it, but it's like a nightmare. It's like, you mean I went to the river with Blondie and I didn't do anything? I talked about frogs? You know, it's like that. Somebody's being shown where they went wrong on a high level. All right? But it would make them wake up in a cold, it reads like a nightmare. All right, this doesn't look like a nightmare, but apparently there's alligators or crocodiles in there. I mean, I don't know. It reads like a nightmare to me. All right, those dreams are showing them what you did wrong in your life, and this happens a lot. This happens all the time in the soulmate cycle. The universe tries to play this game because the 5D manipulates the 3D very easily. All right, you got some ancient ancestor that wants to tell you something. They're probably going to tell you in the dream. They're not going to appear to you in front of you and start talking and whatever. You know, it's probably going to show up in a dream. Why is the 4 of Cups here? And wasn't I just talking about the 10 of Cups? Wasn't I? There it is. I don't know why I'm fucking floored by that. I'm fucking, holy shit. That's fucking crazy right there. But yeah, it's sort of this over here. It's the dream. They're having dreams. I'm right. I have to be with that card coming out. I am fucking floored. I cannot believe that. Oh my God. Mic drop on that one. I don't have my mic handy. Damn. That's beautiful. Yeah. It's exactly what I said is happening. So, I mean, this is a nightmare. Right? The whole night they're dreaming about it. I mean, male or female, it doesn't matter. Switch it off. I don't really care. But, oh my God. High Priestess. Why is it here? I was right on that one. I said that felt like a 10 of Cups. Yeah, and that felt like a dream. That had to be some kind of dreamy card there, or I was going to be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I learn when I'm wrong, but wow. High Priestess, why is it here? Holy shit. Now I can only imagine what it wants to tell us about this. Maybe it'll tell us why it's doing this, because the 5D is definitely manipulating the 3D around this person. I suspect it's doing it around you as well. But That's probably why your eye is getting drawn to a shiny object. You know, the universe wants you to have a choice. It wants you to make a choice. You can look at it as a test. A lot of people do. It's not really a test. It's just, it almost seems sometimes like it is a video game. Like there's a bunch of people watching us on a screen. You know, you're their character, and they're like, oh, what are they going to do now? Let's do this. It's like if you get a hamster and you put the toilet paper roll this way and the wheel over here. It feels sometimes like something is watching and going, oh, what are they going to do? Are they going to go for the toilet paper roll or the wheel? What they going to do, right? It's a bit of that kind of energy here. We really are just hamsters in a cage anyway. I mean, I've never written the hamster in a cage blog article, but I should. We kind of are. We're sort of trapped in a way. Our 3D energies are trapped, definitely, in a very thin layer of livable air. But our 5D energies are also kind of like that. We have free will, so that it almost appears for the amusement of something. In a way. I mean, it's just sort of the way it plays out. Yes, you have free will, but the roads are all already laid. You're not laying any new roads. The choices are there. Will you go left? Will you go right? The streets are there. It's like driving down the street, right? You can decide where you want to go, but you know, the streets are already there. Anyway, it is what it is. It's tough to explain. We do create new timelines each time we make a decision, but that's different. All right, here we go. High Priestess. That's just cause and effect. Why is the High Priestess here? It's crossed by strength. Holy shit. I will put it this way. The 5D energy is manipulating the 3D here for sure. But it's manipulating the heart chakra. Okay? It's prying it open on a high level. It's also increasing this person in particular's libido, if you will. Eight of Wands. It's a very passionate, urging, it's forward movement, right? The soul is communicating with the 3D. This is the card that backs up the 5D is manipulating the 3D. Can we put it that way? They're understanding the communication that's coming from the soul. Crystal clear. Just like that little lamb with the third eye lit up. Crystal clear here. Why is the 8 Wands here? The King of Swords. What's what I said? I'm just checking my energy read. Yeah, they get it. The truth is getting through to this person. That's why they're waking up in a cold sweat. From these, I mean, they're dreaming. It's getting to them in their dreams. It's where it's showing up while the brain is shut down. It all felt like dreaming to me, and it is. The universe does that all the time. The energy around us does that all the time. It's the number one way it talks to us, you know. And a lot of times you don't remember your dreams, and those are the really important ones, but you do have a residual feeling that's left over. And that feeling is what causes you to do things in the 3D. You act emotionally, you know. You're not really even sure sometimes why you're doing it. You just do, right? Anyway. Nine of Cups. Let's see what the universe wants to say. What's going on with the Nine of Cups? Crazy reading. Phone calls, dreams, nightmares. Suddenly they're not afraid to get a motel room by the hour. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like this is a family member or a friend. I feel like this is a love thing. I mean, it could be a family member or a friend. I'm just saying, you know me, I always say, I don't know who this is. It could be a friend, a family member, or love. This feels like a love thing. This really does. Anyway, someone else. Maybe it's someone else. You did have an Ace of Cups in the pre-shuffle. Why is the Nine of Cups here? It's crossed by 8 Swords. Yeah, you got a bit of a dilemma. And so do they, I think. I think they're surprised by your reaction, and I think you've got a bit of a, oh, God, what do I do? Tell me what to do, Steve. I can't tell you what to do. It's 8 Swords. You've got to make the decision. You make it with your heart. All right? That's just what it is. I'm sorry. What's on top? The Sun. What did I say? Rewind. Why am I your second favorite? A shiny object. You don't get shinier than the sun, do you? A shiny object has caught your attention, right? This person here, all of this, everything I'm saying about this person probably makes you fairly happy. And yep, I'm right. But also, again, your energy is attached to this. You've got a shiny object that also makes you happy. I will tell you that shiny object, it's probably a person. Could be an opportunity because these are pentacles, but it's probably a person. It feels more like something you love. If it is an opportunity, it's something you would be really passionate. Oh, I'd love to do that. Right? That kind of a thing. Like a foot fetish working in a fucking shoe store. I mean, it's that kind of fucking, you know. But I mean, yeah, it's something, it feeds your soul. It's a tough, that's why it's tough. I'm really excited about this, but I get to work in the shoe store. The shoe store, Steve. I know, I don't know what to tell you. Why is the sun here? See, celebration. I'm making this shoe. Come on. Why am I your third favorite? Oh, we're not going to start that again. Don't worry. All right, three cups. Celebration. All right. I get it. It's exactly what I said. Now you don't know what to do. You're not afraid to make a decision. They just both look good. Actually, I will tell you, one is better than the other. Which one? I can't tell you. That's what this is telling me. It's warning me not to tell you because only you could figure that out. It's going to be different for all of you. So it'd be irresponsible of me if you're an 8 swords to try to pull you out of here. All right? But you make the decision with your heart. The good news is, what did I say? Rewind. Strength card. The universe, the 5D energy is prying the heart chakra open. That means yours too. It's not just theirs. All right, two pentacles. Let's go. Why is it here? Your final outcome. Here it is. I guarantee you I'll accidentally leave my phone call in this reading. That's funny. If I do, put a tweet out. Steve, you left your phone call in the reading. Ah, fuck. Well, you wouldn't have heard much anyway. It's fine. A friend of mine's going to look at cars today. Wants me to go car shopping. It's death. I hate it. I hate the fucking salesmen at car dealerships. They fucking piss me off. They're so fucking... Some of them are really good and they know to shut up, and other ones are so fucking desperate. The energy of stink of desperation that comes off of them. It's like, come on. Jesus. And I'm going, so whatever. I'm going to help. I'll try to be nice. All right, here we go. 2 of Pentacles. All right, let's see where we go. Come on, what's the final outcome for my people? 4 swords crossing it. Well, that's a lovely thing, isn't it? Because it's red with 4 swords. Look, this backs up everything I said. Because you've also got dreams coming your way, things you're seeing, shiny new objects. You've got a choice. You got some shit of your own. Okay? Some shit that's coming in that you're looking at that maybe feels like a nightmare when you dream it. Or something that feels happy and probably feels happier for you. I don't know. But I know you got your last card is red with 10 cups. What's here? The Emperor. Red with that. Look. You made a wish some time ago. This is... There's a good emperor and a bad emperor. They're both the emperor. This is red with the 4 of cups. Okay? So you've got a choice to make here. Why is that here? You've got a choice. 2 of Pentacles. It's a paradox. Look, the 2 of Pentacles. Why is the 2 of Pentacles here? The Emperor. There's more than one. Because you got the 4 of Swords, and they got a 4 of Swords. So you got them and something else, the shiny object. And that shiny object is something to celebrate. I don't think there's a particularly a bad choice here, but it's sort of like this. It's like, because of the paradox of this, there's a lot of heat here, a lot of frustration. It's a paradox because I think, oh, this would be great. You know, but the other one, oh, that would be great too. And I think whichever one you turn down, you feel bad about. Whatever opportunities you have to turn down in this energy, you might feel a little bit bad about later, even though there is an energy around where you don't feel, the Lionsgate energy where you don't feel bad about it. You know, you just draw a line in the sand and off you go. I do think it's a tough call. You've got to make it with your heart. All right? There's going to be a little bit of melancholy after it. You know, what's the bridging energy? Yeah, the Magician. shouldn't say what I'm going to say here. Either decision, it's what I said earlier. This is an energy of transformation. It's what I said. Either choice transforms things big, but I can't tell you which way to go because of that Eight of Swords, and I've been warned not to, so I'm not going to catch any bad karma. Not on a day when I got to go to car dealerships. I'm not going to catch any bad karma, right? I mean, what would I do? I don't know. They're both pretty strong soul connections. I don't know. You're going to have to make a choice. I mean, this is not a bad thing to be in. This is great. You know, you've got someone who ran from you who's now being shown that they shouldn't have, and you're their primary focus, but you've got something else that's caught your attention that's come in because you've had a few wishes of your own that are now being... The universe is sort of fulfilling a lot of old orders right now. All right? But I think you still want this one. The old order, the new thing that's coming in, you still want that. And you may still want this. But generally in these situations, if I am to help you, and I don't want to because you have to pick with your heart. Generally in these situations, it's better to go... I shouldn't say anything. The problem is, normally the advice here would be to stick with the devil you know, but neither one of these is a devil. That's the problem. You know, so the energy would indicate try something new. All of the energy right now indicates moving in a new direction. Trying something new, moving forward with something new. Okay, but that also creates a problem because that applies here too. This person is in a new energy, so that counts as the newness. It all feels very new to you. This person's telling you how they feel. All of a sudden, they're not talking about frogs and they want to go out, and there's something new that you ordered. It is a bit of a dilemma, and you can see the dilemma here with two of Pentacles, and one of them very hot. What do I do? You pick with your heart. And no one, including me, can tell you what that decision is. It's your heart. Good news is the energy around us is prying it open. All right? All right, let's pull 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. All right? Let's see where we go. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. I'll go pull some wicked voodoo on this. I'll see what I can get for you here as to which is which. I'll pull a versus thing, right? We'll do this energy and whatever the new emperor is, right? I got that song in my head. I remember, oh, it fits perfectly here. Maybe it's picking, I shouldn't say picking the new one, but maybe it is. I got that song, I got a new girl now. She's a lot like you, right? Yeah, just like you, right? That kind of a thing. I don't know. Take it for what it's worth, but that's the song that's ringing in my head. These emperors feel very much alike. But one of these things just doesn't belong here, and your heart is the only thing that knows the answer, not Steve or Steve Hand. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. 3 cards and a crossing card. What else you want to tell my people? Yeah, incoming. 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 Hierophant. Knight of Swords. Hierophant. 6 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords. You got 2 beautiful things. I'm just going to say it's probably multiple. Okay? Probably, but there are 2 main things here. Okay, so I'm just going to paraphrase this. You got 2 beautiful things coming your way. Okay, both of them bring change. Knight of Swords brings a message of change. The choice is one of them needs to go. You have to put 10 swords in one. All right, and again, I'm not a Time Lord. This isn't all happening in the next 2 weeks. Probably between now and the equinox. It could stretch as far out as the 11/11 portal. Okay, there's no time in the end. Clocks are what we hang on the wall. Okay, the energy knows not of our paper calendars and silly little cat clocks. Okay, so that being said, the choice is actually easier than you think if you make it with the rainbow, which is indicating your heart chakra because it's tied to this 10 of Cups, which is tied to all of this where the heart chakra was open. Okay, but yeah, it's... The main message here for you, the final message, is it's actually a pretty easy choice. I think the main problem here might be timing. I don't think they arrive at the same time. But look at that. I talked about the rainbow and the 10 of Cups. There's a 10 of Cups underneath this 10 of Swords view, and there's a lot of 10s here. 1 10, both would make you happy. But one of the 10s has to go. One has to go. There's 10 cups, happy, fueling 10 swords. Right? I think if you make any kind of decisions you make with your heart chakra between now and fucking the 11:11 portal, you'll be happy with. You'll be okay with it. If you're not happy with a decision you make about something or someone, anything, off reading here. Let me just talk about the energy. If you're not happy with it, if it makes you feel bad after you make the decision, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh my God, you didn't make it with your heart chakra. Right? You didn't make it with your heart energy. And it's going to be tough to tell in this energy a little bit. The ego energy and the heart energy are very close, especially as the heart chakra is pried open and it bleeds into the ego energy. So I can see it right here in the reading. I can understand how that might be difficult. And again, we do have a reading that ended with a feedback loop of two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Two Emperors. Why is two Emperors here? Because they are. You got two. You got a choice. You got to choose. You can't take them both, right? I mean, maybe if you like. Well, I'm polygamy. Okay, well, off you go. Now you're all set. You know, I mean, I guess, but the choice is easy if you make it with your heart chakra. We'll see what we can get. The extended. It's going to be very interesting extended. I'll try and find the devil. I'll pull a side by side on the two main energies coming at you. All right, and we'll look at the connections involved with all that, and then we'll take it from there. All right, a bunch of side reads and shit. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. And good luck.